Hey guys, welcome back to the Network Podcast where we go all the way in. And we got part 2. I know the Root's coming right back in with me. The principal realizes his secret Discord was exposed. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Stackpack, and you're locked into the Network Podcast, powered by the Gender Warz Studios, where we break down viral moments, stories that have the internet talking. Now, if you heard the first episode that I covered with the Root, then you already know what we talked about. The principal who was picked up at his house after investigators began looking into his Discord activity. Now, that shit must be very, very embarrassing. Very. But we have part 2 to this situation, and this is where things get even more worse. So we'll be coming back into this motherfucking episode. I appreciate you guys for always supporting us. Let's get to it. I'll see you in a minute. Pull up to the studio.
Trap jump, damn. Nigga, big gender wars. Get the fuck back, nigga. Make sure you push the fuck back, bitch. Yeah, trap jump, Peter Pan, nigga, damn. We be moving scales, nigga. I don't need a hand. Do a drill by myself, nigga. I don't need a man. Take a trip out the country with my bitch to see the sand. These niggas so broke, bitch. They ain't seen a band. These diamonds hit like bullshit. Damn, you need a tan. Trap jump, Peter Pan. Call me Mr. Skeeter's man. Ski a op, get a op. Fuck around and beat a man. I got ice cold day. I be trapping OJ. Chip a break like Jose. Fuck with me like no way. Now I'm back, counteract. Keep that Zaza in my pack. Hit that little bitch in the back. Now she see me when I slap her. When I slap her. Trap jump, Peter Pan, nigga, damn. Moving scales, nigga, I don't need a hand. Do a drill by myself, nigga, I don't need a man. Oh shit, yeah, I don't need a go.
Y'all know what it is, man. Welcome back to the show, man. The Network Podcast has been doing extremely well. So I appreciate everyone that's been tapping in, coming in, speaking to the topics, speaking to what we got going on. We got part 2. We got part 2 of what we was, of everything. Let's get into part 2, man, because these clips are actually going insane.
He doesn't even have his work laptop right now.
He uses the home computer, on occasions, but...
Does he have a tablet or anything like that?
No, I mean, I also have an older tablet, but it's primarily mine.
Okay. Are you able to point those items out to us so we're not going through every nook and cranny? Okay,
yeah.
That would be helpful.
Is there any chance you know Jeremy's pin for his phone? Is it like...
I don't know what it is.
Okay, fair enough.
Honestly. I mean... Yeah, I don't know what his PIN number is.
Okay, no, it's totally fine.
Desktop there. That one drawer, you can open it up. There are thumb drives. They're all mine, pretty much. I mean...
Okay. So, I'll explain it to you. The nature of this case, the reason we have to take any desktop computer is we have to look for a very specific type of evidence, and if it's found on any of that stuff, we have to take it. So anything that he has access to and could potentially have saved something digital to, I need to take. Right. So if we later search it and find out that, it is just all your school documents, usually we're able to give that back to you. Okay? So that's what we're doing here.
I'm not worried about you having to take whatever you have to take. I'm letting you know where you would find, I think my school laptop is on my downstairs on the back bed.
Is that owned by the school?
It's owned by the school.
Is that
It is. I also work at the school.
Okay.
I actually and I'll tell you, I went home sick this morning because my blood sugar had dropped.
Okay. How are you doing now?
I'm doing it. I came home.
When detectives executed the search warrant at Jeremy Peter Williams' Longview home, they seized multiple electronic devices, including a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, a desktop computer, and additional cell phones. A forensic examination of the primary phone revealed approximately 2,400 files containing sexual abuse material. Investigators also discovered what they described as a large deletion event shortly before the warrant was served. On the afternoon of his arrest, Williams' phone showed a Google search. Can law enforcement get a physical address from an IP address?
The only thing I can think of is I had a Discord account that was hacked, and I went to go do something on it, and it said you've been banned.
Okay.
And that was that.
When was that?
June-ish.
Okay. Had that ever occurred prior to that?
No.
Okay. What was your Discord username? Do you remember?
Something 40.
Okay.
Something. I haven't been on Discord since then, and I don't do that
since June.
Yeah.
Colonel Angus, like the Saturday Night Live skit?
Yes.
Okay.
You're the only person that I think's gotten that.
Okay.
Okay. What about Kik? Have you ever maintained a Kik account? Media
For a
Lab?
little bit, but not really anything.
How recent would that have been?
Before even June, I think. I haven't done anything with it.
Okay.
What like Kik?
Maybe like March or April, or
could be. That sounds reasonable.
Okay.
But
well, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Right.
I'm just throwing stuff out there. What was do you remember what your Kik username was? Okay.
No, I haven't been on that for, not even on my phone.
Well, since you bring that up, when you were using them, what were you, laptop, desktop?
Well, usually on the phone. I don't have a computer of my own. My wife has her computer.
Okay, so you don't have any laptops or desktops that are solely yours?
No.
There's some additional concerns there, right? Your access to
laptop in here.
Damn. So he realizes that his Discord server is hacked. His Discord server is hacked. That's what he said. His Discord server got hacked. Do you understand? This is why we did a part 2 on the situation. This is where things got even more intense, because according to the report circulating online, the moment investigators started closing in, the principal realized that his private Discord activity has been exposed. Let's break this down. Root, how you feel about what you've seen in the second part? Talk to me.
Exactly what I said the first time. He been doing this. He knew what was coming. He knew what was coming at his door. The moment he saw that account banned, he knew what was going on. They all know what's going on when they doing that little shit they be doing.
I get it, Root. Now, from what's being discussed online, the situation escalated when information from the Discord server started surfacing. Messages, conversations, digital records. And once investigators had enough evidence to move forward, it became clear, Root, that this is happening online. It was no longer private. Now, imagine the moment when someone realizes that their online identity that they thought was hidden suddenly isn't hidden anymore. That's when everything changes. What do you think, Root?
That's the problem. Stop trying to hide behind doing sneaky shit behind the internet. 2,400 files. 2,400
Yeah, that shit was
files.
crazy. That was nuts, Root. 2,400 files. One of the biggest lessons in a situation like this is a lot of people forget the internet leaves digital footprints, Root. Every message, every account, every login.
Yep.
Even when people think they're operating anonymously, investigators have tools to trace activity and build timelines on what happened. That's why stories like this spread so quickly, because once the digital evidence starts surfacing, it changes the whole entire situation. What do you think, Root?
To think you're going to delete your carbon footprint is insane. You're a principal, meaning you had to go through some form of schooling, meaning you know what a carbon footprint is, and you know it never goes away. That is, people think they're above the law. That is what it is. People think they're above the law, and then to think that you're going to go back and delete what you already put on the computer, you was better off finding it in the microwave before you deleted it.
That's a fact, Root. And the public reaction has been strong as well, especially because the person involved was someone in a leadership position, Root, within a school. Parents, students, community members are asking serious questions right now about how the situation like this and how institutions can prevent them. Because when someone responsible for guiding students is accused of inappropriate online behavior, the level of concern becomes very real. Now I want to reflect on something. What is this story also reminds of people that are online behavior and it's carrying real world consequences, Root. People sometimes treat online platforms like they're separate from reality, but eventually actions online could lead to accountability offline, and that's why these situations end up becoming major headlines. What do you think?
People got to stop hiding these profiles, whether it's fake or real. Your IP address remains the same. It remains the same. Anything can be found. I don't like that people think that they can hide behind it, whether you're being a pedophile or a bully. You cannot hide behind the internet. The police are determined to figure stuff out like this. It's happening at alarming rates. People are literally opting out of public schools to homeschool their children because the safety is a concern. Not even the schooling, what they're learning. It's the safety that parents are worried about. They rather homeschool their children than put them in school and do it shit like this.
That's a fact, Root. So I want to hear from you guys on the network podcast. Do you think that schools and institutions need stronger oversight when it comes to digital conduct from staff and leadership? And do you think that the platforms like Discord should have stronger protections to prevent situations like this from happening? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want you guys to join the network podcast. This is Stackpack, and I co-hosted with The Root. And you're listening to the network podcast powered by the Gender War Audio Series. And trust me, this story is not finished yet. Root, I appreciate you. Any final words before we get up out of here? Because I heard you coming out with...
They need to be giving these teachers the same security background they're giving the other people in the government. I'm going to keep saying that. I don't understand it. But other than that, y'all know, subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow me on TikTok. Everything pretty much is the same on all my platforms. And if you're an artist with underground music and you're looking for a little more exposure, get at me. I do artist interviews exclusive in the Roots Room.
Yes, the Roots Room is going to be very major. It's already major. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and the YouTube channel and everything she's got going on, because she's been helping me out in Gender War Audio Series as well. And she'll be co-hosting more, and she'll be also building out the Roots Room. So make sure you go follow her. We'll be back in. We got some more stuff to talk about, more viral clips. I'm trying to cancel Ladies Night, though. I'm trying to cancel that shit, though.
Yeah, we'll cancel.
Yeah.
We'll cancel you.
Yeah. We're trying to cancel that. Don't worry. We're working on something on the back end where they won't even have Ladies Night no more. It's over, y'all.
Just give the men something so they can stop crying. I know that's them complaining when they cancel. Just give them something so they can be satisfied.
Yeah, well, I'm getting out of the studio before I have to hit Root over the head. All right, bye. See you later. Bye, guys.